Did you hear the big news? Texas Hold'em and Blackjack had a baby. They call it tri-card poker, and it might be the hottest poker variation right now.
It's so hot right now.
By the end of this video, you'll know the rules, the hand ranking, and most important, strategies that'll make you win. The rules are simple. You don't need to be a genius to play tri-card poker. Wouldn't hurt though. What you really need is the desire to win. In tri-card poker, you're playing against the dealer, like in blackjack. First, you gotta ante up to start the game. You and the dealer both get 3 cards. You check out your cards and decide whether to raise or fold. Card rankings are similar, but a little different than Texas Hold'em or Omaha Poker. And in some cases, they're advantageous. Let's go over each ranking. Keep in mind that you're only ever going to deal with 3 cards, not 5 as in regular poker. Here are the hands top to bottom, so you know what their values are. Let's see if you spot the differences with Texas Hold'em. Straight flush is the highest hand, a straight and a flush all in one. Then there's 3 of a kind. Yep, you heard that right. Then the straight, 3-card run in any suits. The flush, all 3 cards from the same suit. And finally, the pair, 2 of the same card. It's at the bottom of the rankings, but it's actually a stronger hand than you would think. More on that later. Alright, let's jump in the action and look at real play. There are 3 main bets in tri-card poker: the ante, the play bet, and the pair plus bet. Your ante bet starts the game. You're dealt 3 cards face down, and so is the dealer. If you don't like what you've got, you fold and you give up your ante. If you like what you see, match your ante bet and put it in the play circle. Now's the time for tri-card poker strategy. Here's a starting tip for you. The lowest hand you should bet is a queen and 10 or 9 with any other 3rd card. Suppose you get a king 9-3. Play this hand because it's likely to beat the dealer. If you're not holding at least a queen and a 9, seriously consider folding. When the dealer reveals his cards, he needs a queen or more, or he has to fold, and you win. When that happens, you get your ante back because the dealer's hand didn't qualify. If the dealer has a queen or higher, you play the hand and the best 3 cards win. If you win, you get even money on your ante and play bets. If you get a straight or higher, you get an extra payout called the ante bonus. Here's how that payout works. Your straight pays 1 times your ante. 3 of a kind pays 4 times your ante. Straight flush pays 6 times your ante. One of the cool things about tri-card poker betting is that even if the dealer beats your straight or higher, you still win your ante bonus. Where tri-card poker gets really interesting is the pair plus bet. When your gut tells you something's coming and you think a pair is on the way, take a chance and bet on pair plus before the deal. If you get a pair or better, you win automatically. The probability of getting a pair right off the deal is better than all the other hands, so the pair plus bet is a great tool if you got good instincts. First, there are a possible 3,744 pair combinations, and the probability of landing a pair is 16.9%. If you compare that to getting the highest hand off the deal, a straight flush, the numbers tell a different story. Whatever pair you get, you still win, even if the dealer's hand is an obvious winner. The plus in pair plus means that this bet is not limited to pairs only. The pair plus bet opens the door to way better odds, even if you don't get the pair you were hoping for. If you end up with a straight or flush instead, your odds improve radically. While a pair pays 1 times your pair plus bet, a flush pays 4 times your pair plus bet. A straight pays 6 times your pair plus bet. And hold on to your beer, 3 of a kind pays 30 times your pair plus bet, while a straight flush pays 40 times your pair plus bet. That's how you transform $100 into $4,000. Ka-ching! So now that you have a clear idea of where you're going, it's time to talk about tri-card poker strategy. The best time to raise your bet is if you got a queen, 6, 4, or better. Those are the minimum cards you should be holding before raising. Each card plays an important role in your decision. With a king high or better, you should definitely raise. With jack high or less, you should fold. If you get a queen high, then you evaluate the second highest card. If it's 7 or higher, you should raise. If the second card is a 6, you look at the third card. If it's a 5 or higher, you raise. If it's a 3 or less, you fold. And if it's a 4, we'll leave that one to your poker sixth sense to decide. You have to remember that tri-card poker is a game of probabilities. The tips shared don't guarantee you win, but they do improve your chances significantly. Of course, one of the best ways to learn the game, aside from playing it, is watching tri-card poker in action. So let's get into it with a dealer and 3 players to see how this game rolls. Each player bets ante, and just to keep it interesting, they bet the pair plus. Pretty good strategy, as you will see. Players and dealer each get 3 cards. Each player checks his cards and decides whether to continue playing or fold. All 3 players decide they're in and bet to play. Because the dealer has a minimum queen high, he qualifies to play. Game on, win or lose. This player has a flush that beats the dealer's queen high. The payout for the flush with the pair plus bet is 4-1, then 1-1 on the ante, and 1-1 on the play. Player 2 has ace, queen, 8. Ace beats the dealer's queen. Because there's no pair or better, the pair plus bet is lost. The ante and play bets win even money. Player 3 has a pair of jacks to easily beat the dealer's queen high, and each of the 3 bets pay even money. Feel like you got the gist of it? Let's run another scenario. Player 1 gets ace-ace-queen. Player 2 gets 8-9-10. Player 3 gets 8-8-4. And dealer gets jack 7-8. They all bet the ante, and player 2 bet on pair plus. Can you guess who gets paid what? It was a bit of a trick question. Jack 7-8 doesn't qualify the dealer, so all bets are a push. Okay, let's do a last one before you go hit the felt. Again, everyone gets 3 cards after placing their initial bets. Notice players all went for the pair plus for extra chances. Cards are dealt. They all like their hands and bet to play. Dealer reveals a pair of 8s. 3 of a kind is the second best hand, and it pays 30-1 on a pair plus bet. Then there are even money payouts on ante and play, plus a bonus 4-1 on the ante. Player 2's pair of 5s is a loss, but still gets a 1-1 payout on the pair plus bet. Player 3 shows a straight with 10, jack, queen. Now the pair plus bet pays 6-1. Ante gets a bonus for the straight that pays 2-1. Tri-card poker is as simple and often as profitable as that, which makes it perfect for livening up even a small party with friends. It's easy to learn, simple to play, and best of all, it can pay off in really fun ways. Want to sharpen your game? Check out our other videos for more poker strategies and game tutorials.